Yeah, nothing like going live and forgetting to hit the button. Does not always work when you try to paint. Oh, yeah. Great. Just peachy. I forgot, alright? Not my fault. I kind of sort of maybe forgot to hit live as I'm sitting here painting away. But on the other hand, I had a really great conversation with myself. Might have to actually change these gloves. It's pretty black. I don't really like having black paint all over my glove. Anyhow, it kind of looks like you guys are at a weird angle again still. I have to check my. Oh, yep, I put my markers on the wrong spot. Probably closer to that. Let's bump you up just a tiny bit. Maybe swing you here that way. Yeah, something like that. I gotta have it back just a hair because I gotta still be able to see what I'm doing. Here, this little pouncer all completely covered in slime. Yeah, good enough. Anyway, let's go back to what I was doing. This is just a touch of white down here. It's pretty easy to do this type of stuff. Um, really is just a single blue that I've move just a hair that way. That I've just shaded in a couple different colors. Um, that's really all it is. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. It looks more difficult than it really is. It's just a matter of taking time and relaxing, enjoying what you're doing. Just paint. Don't stress about stuff. Stress isn't going to get you anywhere. Oh, kind of don't really care for those trees a little bit. Kind of bother me now. I think we'll redo those trees. Let's redo them into something a little bit not so blasé. Let's give them a little bit of life. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of. Let's do a little phthalo green. Phthalo. And I got a little bit of my English ivy, a color I really like to use. I use sap green sometimes, but it's really only if I'm gonna put in some super deep colors. I gotta crack a drink. Hold on 1 second. It's just a soda. Why does that seem like it's sitting so far out? Oh, that's why. I already had a canvas prep for today. Let's go get a little bit of this English with a little bit of phthalo. Let's see if we can give these a little better taste. Let's see. He's way up front. He's way in the back. So, excuse me. I'm going to grab just a tiny touch of phthalo blue. Ever so slight. Smidgen, just a smidge of Mars Black. I mean, we're talking barely have it show up on your, we're talking snowflake. You want a snowflake of Mars Black in there. I gotta flatten that just a tiny bit. Let's go ahead and get him up there. I don't like how these trees were coming out, so we're going to change them just a little bit. The color was just off for me. I'm like spending half an hour painting trees and then go, those are kind of ugly. Not working. I don't know how many times I do that. Just about every time I paint, I swear, I change a tree. I need a different paintbrush. I gotta remember where I put it. Problem is, I picked up all my paintbrushes and put them away. Foolish me, foolish. So now I don't know where my little paintbrush is. Right there. So let's get that color again. This is a little bit smaller brush. Gives me a little finer detail. Don't be afraid to use a small brush. You don't have to do a big Bob Ross thing, and try to slap them all up there in one swipe. You just don't. I mean, you can if you think you can get away with it, but if you haven't learned that technique and you're not comfortable with it, don't use it. Don't use anything that makes you uncomfortable unless, on a painting. Make sure you practice and get yourself comfortable before you start. I paint hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trees, just trees, nothing but trees. Different paintbrushes, seeing what different paintbrushes do. Find one I like to do a certain tree, and then that's the one I'll use to do that tree. I can put all these back in. I'm not worried about it. I just didn't care for how that was coming. It might take a little bit longer to do it this way, but I guess the reality is it's just a painting. It takes as long as it takes. I think I'm live, but I'm not sure that I'm live. Yeah, I guess I'm live. Hello, Liquor. How are you? Hope you are well. I see you're there. Thank you for visiting. I wish things were better for you, man. I really do. I only wish the best for you. Hey, Madonna, how are you? Bear with me. I'm painting some trees that I just painted and decided they were terrible. Of course, nothing like painting for a half hour or so, 45 minutes, and realize that, that little button on the bottom that says go live? Yeah, it'd be a good idea if you hit that button. But I did get some painting in. Hey, Alvina, feeling any better? Did you finally get that thing to stop? Or did you just hit it with a stick? Excuse me. Sorry about that. My throat's a little dry today. I'll try not to do that too often, but these trees look kind of, I don't know. I was trying somebody else's trees, and, they just aren't me. Just not feeling them. Thank you. Yeah, I wish you guys could have seen them. They were fun to create, but, you know, Oswina has problems getting off YouTube, and I had a problem getting on YouTube. Sometimes I think it's YouTube just being evil. Yeah, I figured he called you when it interrupted your feed. He's been doing it a lot longer than all of us, or some of us. He uses that type of equipment, so figured he'd figure it out. Yeah, don't stress out about it. No reason to stress, really. It happens. It's just figure out what you did. Next time, don't do it. That's all. There's no reason to stress over it. If YouTube stresses you out, then it's probably not a good thing to do. Just relax. Breathe. Like I said, breathe. This is an amazing painting? Oh, it was something to do. I gotta change my trees though, because they're looking kind of, I don't know, kind of funky for me. Not really, not really feeling the trees. Like I said, I tried somebody else's trees, and I don't know, they're not working for me. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that in your ear. I should have popped that microphone off. I do some I do apologize for that. I'm thinking I need to go a little bit lighter. Some of them I don't know if I want to take out completely, but I don't like this one either, so let's go a little bit. Oh, that one's way out there. That one's almost in the, it's almost in the billiard room I have in this house. I have a billiard table sitting over there. Yeah, look. They're a different color. And we'll probably go in and maybe shade it. Yeah, these are easy to do. Oh, can't paint the birds and things like you guys do in the flowers. And apparently, I can paint donkeys. I didn't know I could paint donkeys, but apparently, I can paint donkeys. That was a new one for me. I didn't realize that I could paint donkeys. Well, at least Alexa says I can paint donkeys. Let's face it. You get that confidence, and what else do you need? You know? I had to come on a little bit earlier because I gotta take my son to the doctor's later. Let's add a touch of water, just a little bit. This is just now I am using a little bit of sap green just to get that different shade, just to change it up a tiny bit because this one's going to sit in front of the other one, and you don't want your trees to kind of blend together if you can help it, unless you're intentionally making a big giant bush. Whoosh. Get that mountain word out of my mouth. Let's see. I'm actually not using a white to lighten these green. I'm using a lima green paint that you guys see me use all the time for highlighting. I've discovered that paint, um, when added to the deeper greens I have, kind of brings out this kind of gold color because it's got a lot of gold in it. Lots of yellows in that paint. So it kind of does the same without giving me too much of a yellow feel to it. It's kind of cool. I like the feel it has, you know. It's good paint to use. These are all, most of these are heavy body today that I'm using. I have a few craft paints on my page, but I have a few heavy bodies left. I figured, why not? Let's use them up. Got them. Figured that'd be nice. Did you guys see the headline on this page? The header? This is number 100. This is my 100th video. I have produced 100 videos since I started painting on YouTube. Doesn't sound like a lot, seeing that some people are in the thousands upon thousands, but It's a lot of work, I'll tell you. Maybe I can go the whole painting without, I'm not going to say it, without that little circle coming out. That color just changed. Oswina, did you see that I painted something for you the other day? Well, your idea anyway. I painted the snowman with knit glue. Couldn't you ask for it? I didn't lose you guys, did I? Again? Oh, yeah. Tons of work, but I don't mind. My family occasionally gets irritated with how much I paint, but oh well. Pretty sure I'm not going to stop painting until I can't paint. Now, I just made the mistake of dropping the color into my dark green, so we're going to see what. Gonna come out kind of weird colored now. I put my paintbrush down in the wrong spot. Okay, probably be alright. A little darker right here anyway. Yeah. I was hoping to hit 100 and 1000 at the same time, but didn't quite work out for me that way. This number, see, this is 17. Getting there. Yeah, 2 trees. I gotta switch that to a little bit darker on one edge of that tree. I saw that, but I just wasn't gonna play with it till I was getting. I want it to be a little bit darker over here. Yeah. I have so many. I've sold a bunch this week, but I've given away a bunch to my family previously. But I keep track in a book of every painting I do. Always have. It's like kind of an OCD thing. So I know exactly how many paintings I have done total. The number at this point is way over 1,000, but I'm considering paintings that are completed paintings, not just practice paintings. And I was hoping it was going to land on Christmas, but looks like it's going to land a couple days before that. So it's all right. All right, so those two trees are better. I like them better. Um, don't know if I can change that one right there without actually ruining my tree. Kind of weird the steps I did with this stupid painting. I did these all up and did all this in, and put the snow on before I took time to look at it and say, wait a minute, is that right? Is that going to feel right for me? And it didn't feel right, so. And she's chasing the dog. It's funny how that little tiny girl can make that dog run all over the place. Not quite as good as that, but that's alright. That'll be alright. I kind of don't think I kind of like those. Alright, another napkin. We're killing napkins today. Alright, next step. Sorry, I had to let those dry a minute. So if I start slapping more paint on top of them, it would just be start mudding. You think maybe maybe I'll do. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. I gotta turn off this mic for 2 seconds. So it's gonna mute on you. It's better. Trying to decide if I want to do this tree right here disappeared completely. Got sucked into that one. So I'm thinking maybe I either do the big one and leave the little one. If I do that one green, leave that one, do that one green, leave that one, and do that one green. I don't think I want to do that because that would be too much of a. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just do the one in the back. Why don't we do that one first? Let's get that one in the back out of the way. Grabbing some Mars Black, just a little bit, phthalo blue, a little bit of regular phthalo green. Making a nice dark green. Throw just a pinch of English ivy in there just to give it a little bit of a red tinge to it. It's not, you're not gonna see it a ton, but Let's do this one way back there first, and then we'll. Go ahead and now these are just little. I'm just turning my brush left to right. I kind of flat it when I put the paint on, so I've got a flat edge on it. Instead of wide, we just go thin. And I'm just it's basically making a little micro, almost a little tiny fan brush. Just about. You gotta make that just a touch taller. I have a little tiny fan brush. I mean, a really small fan brush, but it's not comfortable for me. And don't just go whiz, 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 whiz. Couple down, couple up, couple around. Move that thing around. Go back up and tap them when you think you're happy with them. Don't be afraid to leave a couple little pieces hanging out there too, without anything touching them, because sometimes the branches on those big trees, you'll see looks like a branch hanging in midair, but reality is it's really fine little tiny, very pokey little branches on them, and they hurt when you go walking through them in the woods, and you have to go through them. They got all these little sharp needles on them. Attached right to the little branches. They're fine. They're great for starting fires because they're tender, but they're a pain when you want to walk through them. For some reason, I seem to have round edges over here. I think it has to do with my left hand. Yeah, don't be afraid to rotate the brush. It's not going to hurt you. It's just a tree, They don't care. The branches go everywhere. I want this one in front, but I gotta be careful. Yeah. Just playing with the ball. He won't come down here with me when she's here. He just won't. I try to get him to come down. Gotta be 2 feet from her. It's too funny. The dog would give his life for her in a heartbeat. That's why when we go outside to play, I have to be careful. Because if somebody comes along, if somebody's walking down the road, which happens sometimes, even where I live, they head down the road to go past my house to go to old train tracks that are further up the road or down the road. They turned into a path, a nature path. But he'll chase them all the way down the road if they come too close to the house. Don't go off the property, but lets them know they shouldn't be here. Yeah, I kind of like the darker tree in the background. I kind of like how that is. Now we're gonna definitely put some highlights on them because not a ton of highlight, but we're gonna put some highlight. Oh, I've been painting half hour. Your head's still banging. I'm sorry. We should have just contacted the master to start with, Chrissy. Hasrina, what did it end up being? If you wish to share, did by chance you have too many things turned on? Do tell, so we don't do it. Nah. What am I doing? Let me think. Paintbrush, acrylic, canvas. I'm thinking painting. Just a guess. Just a guess, but I'm thinking painting. Smart aleck, I. It's my job. You asked. I'm just sorry about the rumpus upstairs. It's a free for all. Um, didn't like my trees. I put them on and then they just completely looked stupid to me. I tried somebody else's trees. Not my style. I like my green trees. I'll put some snow on them after. Yeah, it's a heat wave here. It's all of, I don't know what it is today. 19, 18. Hold on 1 second. I gotta mute it. Sorry about that. This is the 100th painting. I made this small mistake. Sorry, I had to mute you guys for a minute. Small mistake of not turning on the first half hour, 45 minutes. I kind of forgot to hit live stream. Whatever. Like I said, because when you can't shut the thing off, and I can't seem to get the thing to turn on sometimes. I thought I was going live. Everything was up. Everything looked like it was going fine. Could see the picture, and then I noticed that I had no volume graph going. After about a half hour, I looked over and noticed it. And so, it's like somebody just yelled at me to go outside. She wants to go out and play in the snow. So right now she's mad that we're not going outside right this second. But you guys all know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to... Oh, yeah. You know what she's doing? You hear what she's doing? That little poopy head is jumping on the floor because she's mad that Grandpa didn't jump right off the computer and come up and run outside in the 19-degree weather and freeze our butts off. Yeah, she's throwing a hissy fit, all right. Oh, she's mad. She's gonna keep going until I get upstairs. We'll just let her go. Her grandmother's up there with her. Yeah. That time's at 11:30. Probably what I'm gonna do is, unfortunately, I'm gonna cave and probably go upstairs. I'm not gonna give in right away, of course, but I guess she goes to bed at 11:30, so or 11:30, 12 o'clock. So I won't be back on at that time. Do the lunchtime thing. So if you guys are around, I will be here about that time. Please come back if you would like to see how this comes out. And yes, I think we're going to put a snowman in here. Yeah, well, we're used to it. We bundle up all the time. We have snowsuits and ski pants and down parkas and all that stuff. So it's actually not that cold. Uh, Dealt with worse, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna put some snowmen in this. That's really what it was for. I want to do a couple little snowmen in here. Couldn't decide if I want to do a little cabin over here or not. But these are pretty easy to do. I do them with a flat brush. It's pretty quick and simple. They're not very hard. I just used this time I just used it. Well, now it's dry, but let's get it wet. I can show it to you easier. I just used a little thin liner brush to do the branches. Take about 2 minutes. You might be filming, and I thought I was most important. I can't believe it. I'm sad. Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to be doing right now, going sliding. But yeah. Oh, it could be. I wish I could paint a horse. Oh, that would be cool if I could paint a horse, wouldn't it? Horse and sleigh. I should have gave it more room. I should have not put these trees in here and put a horse and sleigh right there. Now that would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been neat. Next time. Oh, your royal landscape. Okay, that's all right. I'll be. I'll come back just so I can finish this up. Um, maybe we can. I wonder if I could do. If I did too small, look. Could do something back here though. Further in the distance, looking. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You guys think about it, and when I come back, about 11:30, quarter 12. Maybe a little. Probably let's call it 12 o'clock. Be back by 12. We'll do a lunchtime live, and I actually have a. I have another canvas ready to go for lunchtime anyway. Just another paper. That's cotton paper though. That's not the wood paper. So, and I will be live, maybe, assuming I can get it to turn on. And Chrissy, I doubt it. I think she's popping some videos so she can get a little video time in her. That's kind of what I was reading from what she said. Is she's filming a couple videos so she can get a little bit in her archives. Am I correct? As they say, put a couple in a can so you have something in there. Oh, commission. Oh, you should still record it. Record it. I'll see you tomorrow. No. I'm sorry. Uh, if you had magically come through and turned this on earlier, you could have seen it all. You guys wouldn't have missed 2/3 of it. See, it would have been an hour and a half. I would have been painting. But thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in a little while. Whoever can show up, I do appreciate it. And right now, I'm gonna go play in the snow. I'm gonna go make a little girl's day, and we're gonna go do some sliding. Thank you all, and please be safe wherever you go. Careful in your travels. We've got 14 inches of snow, so you other guy everywhere else is probably icy. As always, enjoy life, you guys. You never know what's gonna happen. Could change minute by minute. Take care.